my composure because this is a debate. And after all, a debate is not all about getting all hot and heated.
You can. I'm here for it.
Solid point, though. I see what you're saying. Like, yo, really? You're going to let a tweet get your attention? I get you. Here's why, though. Here's why it got his attention. Because I'm super duper into air traffic control, went to the lyrics of the song and said, all right, show me the facts. Let's see the statement of what he actually said. He wasn't caught off guard by her tweet. He started reading all of what she was saying. And here's what he's saying. Right?
You want me to pull it up?
Well, there's some words that are not friendly to you know what I'm saying? But I got it on Google. And for folks, go check it out. Snow on the Bluff, lyrics. Y'all can follow along, but I'm gonna read it out. I wanna make sure I read it out. Because here's the part that's important to understand, Nicky, and this is why I say is leadership. Leadership is not being arrogant and claiming yourself to be a leader at any moment, even if you are not qualified to lead that role. That's not leadership. Leadership is appointing the right person that is required, that is equipped and has both the skill set and the mindset at the time that they're needed most. That's leadership. So again, I'm not stepping back as a leader and leaving you out there to run the business, to manage the brand, to run the movement on your own, or leaving nobody in the appointed chair. I'm stepping back because I'm humbly saying, yo, I'm not the most qualified person here. But you know what? Here is the person who is. So people on my platform, let's get together with their platform and let's push one message. Because if everyone wants to be a leader, then who's gonna follow? How are you gonna be a leader if you got no followers? Period. And I'm not talking about social media followers. I'm just talking about in general. How is a leader gonna be a leader without a follower? And that's part of the struggle for today. Everyone claims to be a leader, so guess what? There are too many messages for people to listen to. Back in the day, when it came to BLM, you had two people to choose from, and not for very long because they ended up, unfortunately, getting assassinated. You were with Malcolm or you were with Martin. That's it. You didn't have a gazillion million people to go out there and be like, oh yeah, this is my leader, that's my leader, what's they saying, and debating about it. So my point is, and I actually honestly embody the same sentiment, and this may get some controversy here. It's when we're telling people that it's not my job to educate you. If you are in the position where you're finally ready to receive help in any form, and again, don't just look at it in the concept of this moment in time. It's like, imagine a drug addict finally saying, yo, I'm ready to be free. Can you help me? And you're like, no, it's not my job to help you. It's not my job to educate you. You go figure it out on your own. Someone who's addicted to pornography or whatever it is, right? Any sort of, and let's go to that extreme. And they're like, man, yo, I'm ready to come free. Like, that's it. I want to be saved. I want to walk. I want to do it the right way. And you're like, nope, not my job to educate you. So this is what he's saying. Look at this. He says, you're mad at these crackers, capitalist, murder police. Indeed. You're mad at our ignorance and you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. So you're mad at celebrities. And I honestly think you're talking about me. Now look at the humbleness, and this is why I say this is a leader. Now I'm not a dummy to think I'm above criticism. So when I see something that's valid, I listen. But it's something about your tone that's bothering me. Stick with me, y'all. This is important. I want you to get this last piece, right? Just because you're woke and I'm not, that's not no reason to talk to me like you're better than me. How are you attacking the same people that really do need to hear what you're saying? Come on, Nicky. That's the point. He's admitting, yo, I'm not educated as you are. Teach me. You gonna bash him for asking? That's my point.
So, I'm gonna say a statement, and it might make you mad, and I'm cool with this, right?
I'm mad that you're mad at being cool with making me mad. That makes me.
I'm just
over here sweating.
I don't know why. So this is the thing. That verse right there proves my point that he put too much emphasis on her. Period. It didn't talk about necessarily what was happening in the streets. Talked about her and how it made him feel and how her tone was and everything like that. So, need to say, that's that, right? But at the same time, I'm going to completely disagree with you in the beginning when you said, yo, how great of a leader. I don't even think J. Cole is a leader in this movement, period.
Right.
I don't think J. Cole, just because he is a conscious rapper, I think people have given him a title of doing certain things within the community, and actually crucifying him and Kendrick and other conscious rappers for not doing more during these times, but they are rappers, right? Now, it does look a little bit crazy. I will admit, it does look a little bit crazy, especially for him right now, that you're going to indirectly speak about the topic. And you're going to put majority of the focus on a tweet and a female. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, right?
No.
Talk about it directly or don't talk about it at all, like I said before. But here we go again with, we put too much responsibility on entertainers. Just because maybe they walk that walk for a second, they talk that talk for a second, and now we put that whole you are an activist on their shoulder. I think that when he gets moved, he says something. When he gets moved, he does certain things. But he has his own world that he is worried about. And though he was at the protests and everything like that to show where he stands and everything, I think this particular song, though, was great lyrically, though the beat was fire, all that great stuff, it was a bit distracting because now we have to have conversations of what his intentions was. And that's sad because we knew Cole on a certain pedestal and now we're questioning, like, and granted, that's that whole social responsibility. Like, once you reach a certain status, once you reach a certain kind of following in a career, is it correct to say that you have a certain responsibility to your tribe to say or do something? Back to what I said about the Kanye thing, who are we to say yes or no as far as what is he supposed to do within this movement? What is he supposed to say? What is he supposed to act? What is, however, I don't think this was the right move. I don't think this was genius. I don't think this was anything of leadership position or anything. I think he was going through his social media, just like how I proved in my social media post today, that he gets pulled by social media, right? He gets addicted and he gets pulled, and the energy goes towards what's happening on social media, not necessarily what's happening in the real world. He got pulled into certain comments and he directed that energy. He got moved and made a song based off that. It was a silent, peaceful rap beef. It was a rap beef.
I just don't see it as a beef though, because I look at it, it's like new age voting. It's new age politics. That's really what it is. You know why? Because he's directing people to the right leader. Everyone is making a song about her and about him. It's not about him or her. That's the truth. It's not about him or her. He's directing people who need help to a source that can help them. And he's given her some constructive criticism based on what she says or how she goes about offering the help.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, look at, even if you scroll a little bit further down, right? Mm-hmm. If I could make one more suggestion respectfully, mm-hmm. I would say it's more effective to treat people like children, understanding the time, love, and patience that's needed to grow. Mm-hmm. I'm appointing you, the people, to the right source that can help you, because I'm not qualified to lead right now. And let me give some suggestions to that leader publicly, so that maybe other leaders who are leading this way, and there's a lot of people who have been leading with this exact mindset. Mm-hmm. And I'll take the heat for people saying, wait, are you saying it's our responsibility to educate racists on how to stop being racist? No, I'm not saying that. But we have to amend on peace at some point. So again, not to go off topic, he is giving her some suggestions on, yo, I hope you can take this or accept it from how it's intended to be. Here's what I would say you should do so that you can get the people who need what you're saying to actually listen to you, because they need what you're saying. Like, imagine that. You have the medicine, you have the style, you have the information, but the way that you're delivering it is creating a disconnect from those who need it most. That's all I'm saying. It's not about her, it's not about him, but I just thought that you gotta acknowledge the truth. It takes somebody who is a true leader, who's honest, self-awareness, and let's just be clear here. Self-awareness is being aware of both your talents and your limitations. Okay, let me say that again. Self-awareness is being aware of both your talents and your limitations. So here goes somebody who's telling you, yo, I'm not qualified. That's a limitation. That's me being aware of a limitation or an area that I'm about to start trekking in that I'm not qualified to lead in, or be the lone wolf or the person who's going to carry the weight. So no, I'm not going to do it. Again, if we're going to teach, then we need to be honest about everything that we're teaching in all sides of it.
So you're telling me during this time we needed to hear from a person who's saying, I'm not going to lead? That's what you're telling me. That's okay for a person to say, no, sorry, I ain't got you today. During this time, you're saying it's cool that a person goes, nah, it ain't my time. I can't do anything for you guys. Well, you might as well stay in the. But he did. But no,
he's Nicky. Him saying, I'm not your guy. He's saying, him going out and making that song and not appointing any person, not giving any feedback to other leaders who are pushing this type of style of leadership right now. That's him not saying, yo, my bad, y'all. I'm out of here. I just can't do it. I'm not with it. Like, I just need to go back in my shell and be a grounds crew. That's him not choosing to lead. But at this point, I'd love to see some feedback as well because I don't want to be I feel very passionate about this, of course, and as air traffic control, I'm not supposed to get this revved up.
You can feel passionate. I put up the tweet that started it all. Right there, I put up the tweet that started it all of what he was responding to. Now, the thing is, okay, based off what you were saying, right? You're saying that he took the energy and said, yo, go follow her? Like, that's who you should be listening to? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Because again, I'm taking it from the song, literally directly from the lyrics. And he's saying, yo, someone who's gotten my attention, y'all need to listen to her. That's me. And again, I see people saying I'm poetic. I'm not poetic. I'm just repeating what he's saying in the song. That I'm reading from the lyrics. It's him saying, yo, here's the person you should listen to. Right? Like, he's opening his platform and saying, yo, go here. Mm-hmm.
So let me address this question real quick. Because, like, Nicky, are you saying that people are wrong to not jumping into a lane that they aren't comfortable with? No. I'm cool with him not being a leader. I'm cool with him not saying a single thing because it's not his responsibility. but you're putting salt on an open wound by saying, I will not lead. I am not it. I'm just not it. When people, and you know, because if you have a temp check like he does on his fans, they are looking for him. So now you just disappointed people by saying, I'm not it. Go over there. We don't know her. We don't know who she is.